welcome to Bill Gatton Honda.
We want to make your experience simple and
At Bill Gatton
easy.
Honda in Bristol, we have a used vehicle with your name on it. We have the region's largest selection of used vehicles. Don't miss your chance to save thousands on hundreds of certified, pre-owned imports, domestics, trucks, cars, and SUVs. You get a KBB instant cash offer to buy your vehicle whether you trade or not. Visit us online at BillGattonHonda.com or come by and see us in Bristol on the Parkway. Hey, remember, at Bill Gatton Honda in Bristol, we have a used vehicle with your name on it. Hey, welcome to Bill Gatton Honda.
We want to make your experience simple and easy. Our staff has been servicing our area for generations. You will always be greeted with a smile and receive friendly service. At Bill Gatton Honda, you're not just a friend, you're family. We dedicate our time and experience to helping you find the right car for your needs. Come see us today and let us help you make car buying simple. Because at Bill Gatton Honda, we got a Honda with your name on it. Welcome to Bill Gatton Honda. We want to make your experience simple and easy. Our staff has been servicing our area for generations. You will always be greeted with a smile and receive friendly service. At Bill Gatton Honda, you're not just a friend, you're family. We dedicate our time and experience to helping you find the right car for your needs. Come see us today and let us help you make car buying simple. Because at Bill Gatton Honda, we got a Honda with your name on it.
Come see one of the area's largest selections of used vehicles all at one location at Gatton's on the Parkway in Bristol. Over $5 million in inventory, all priced to move, with used vehicles as low as $49.99. Imports, domestics, trucks, cars, and SUVs, and certified used vehicles that will save you thousands. We need nice, clean used vehicles. Let us give you a KBB instant cash offer for your vehicle. Don't pass by one of the area's largest used inventory only at Gatton's on the Parkway Used Car Supercenter.
Into Inside Viking Sports here at Quaker Steak and Lube. Mr. Ray Johnson sitting across from me. We're going to be joined today by the head Viking and Lady Viking tennis coach, Reedy Tony, and this is always a great day. If you get to spend time with Reedy, it's worth it. I'm just telling you. As many that some people know and some don't, probably don't need to. We go back a year or 12, 20, something like that. But anyway, Reedy Tony will be with us, and we're going to be going over recapping this year's Lady Viking tennis teams, and we're going to be talking to Reedy about his 5-year stint here at Tennessee High, also with the Lady Vikings and Vikings. It's been a daggone good run. I talked to Reedy yesterday, and just trying to get some stuff ready for today. I think just calm me down, him down, Ray. But yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. He's one of my favorite people of all time, and he's never at a loss for words, believe me. So hopefully John Monroe will be down. I think John's going to try to make it too. It said he'd planned on. He's been under the weather a little bit, but hopefully he'll be here with us too. And I don't know if Reedy was at the press box during the football season with you in there, was he? Right?
No, other than just stopping by.
Yeah,
real quick.
He's been with us more than once, you know. And I told John, I said, man, if you get a chance, please come down. I said, I think he'd appreciate that. Yeah. So we do have a large time, believe me, when we're together. So Reedy will be with us, and we'll be talking about all the tennis for this year and the last 5 years with the Lady Vikings. Real looking forward to it, and it's a fun night. And we'll be talking about last week, Stone Cozart, Andrew Isfan, and David Beeger went to the state tournament. We'll be talking about this last week, and other than that, really, we'll be doing one more show that will be next Wednesday, and we'll have the same people we started with, and that will be Barry Wade, the athletic director at Tennessee High, and hopefully Kim Honeycutt. Kirk will be with us as they started the season out with us here on The Voice of the Vikings, and they might as well finish it out that way too. So have at it and you know, see what happens. Yeah. And we'll be getting updates galore on them, and so it started.
Started already.
Yeah. But we'll be talking about plenty of stuff going on with Reedy, tonight, and then Barry and Kim next week. May have a special guest next week. They're going to try to make that happen.
Good.
We'll see. Also, Viking football camp is underway. They had 115 campers yesterday, opening day, and Ray and I were talking about it. They had a huge turnout yesterday, and I think they picked up maybe 10 more today, and that is great. Listen,
packed out. That's a great sign for Vikings.
It is. It's a really good sign for Viking football, and of course you can go, I think, up to the freshman year. So incoming freshmen can be there this year, I think. Yeah, no, 8th grade. Third through 8th is what it is. So we got some possibilities out there of gotten a chance to stop a couple of days and just to kind of chit-chat and just kind of check in on things. Viking basketball camp starts June the 4th. That's what, Monday? Is that right? Yeah. Starts Monday at Viking Hall. It'll go through June the 7th. Lady Viking basketball the following week, June 11th through the 14th. And then the combination, and this is, I love this, the way they're doing this. Lady Viking volleyball and Lady Viking softball on the same days, starting June the 18th through the 21st. If you want to play both sports or participate in both sports, you can. You can do one. There's going to be a shuttle bus. The Lady Viking softball camp will be going on first. They'll go, I think they start at 9 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning. It'll be at the Lady Viking softball complex at Rotary Field. And just as soon as they finish up over there, you'll get a meal. And then they're going to send everybody over to Fairmount Elementary. And they'll have volleyball camp over at Fairmount this year. And because they're going to be working in Viking Hall at that time, I do believe. And so they're going to be freeing up Viking Hall to get some work done in there. And I know we talked, I think we were at breakfast when we were talking about they're redoing the walls, and they're going to be white now, not maroon, and they're redoing a lot of stuff. The floor is going to be resurfaced and redone, and some fans for cooling and heating will be put in there. And that's them big old fans.
That's them big fans.
Big fans that are going in, so we're looking forward to that. It won't be 38 below zero, hopefully over on the sideline at center court during basketball season.
I know that it is.
Yes, you do now. You got a rude awakening, didn't you?
I did.
I'm used to it. It's bad you have to go get a shot for pneumonia before you get basketball season underway.
You definitely wear your hoodie when you're doing
yeah, and I've done them all.
Yeah?
Sweatshirt, a jacket, and my hood up with a headset on. You got to do what you got to do. You got to be comfortable. But they'll be going on. That will be going on at Viking Hall. They'll be doing work there. So Lady Viking volleyball and Lady Viking softball going on at the complex, and then also at Fairmount. Lady Viking softball in the morning session, then volleyball with head coach Mary Johnson. And at Fairmount Elementary, I don't know who's riding the bus or driving the bus. Maybe Coach Tiller is, but. Anyway, there's going to be shuttles. Seriously, I think it's $30 for each camp, which is really a good deal because, like, I know baseball camp is like $55, and they're all affordable though, very affordable.
Right.
You know, so if you're interested in a camp, make sure that you contact them. You can go to the Bristol, Tennessee City Schools website. All the camps are listed. If you go to Tennessee High's main page and look it up, and it says athletic camps, and you can click on each separate one. And then don't want to forget this, because Lady Viking and Viking soccer camp will be July. They're coming back after dead weeks and doing their camp, and they always do the last one, so it's July the 9th through the 12th. Tennessee High's football schedule is out. It's finished, and I'll be posting that here shortly, probably the next week or so. But we're going to be on the road. Very first game, it'll be August the 16th at Knox Central, taking on the Bobcats down in Knoxville. And I would highly recommend get there early and stop by Litton's. Which is a block and a half away from the school. We might have some extra riders going with us this fall, John, Ray. I know John's already said That's where we're having pregame on.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can assure you that. Might find that retired teacher going with us too. She's So Patty Feathers said today definitely we're going to be stopping.
Yes,
so hey, if you get a chance to go, you can do it. So, but a lot of stuff going on again. All the Viking football and Lady Viking camps going on right now. Viking football camp runs through the 31st. That's day after tomorrow. Is that right? Or tomorrow? Tomorrow. Yeah. Wow. I've lost a day because of Monday. Viking basketball camp begins Monday, June the 4th. Lady Vikings on June the 11th, the following Monday. And in Viking baseball, June the 12th through the 14th, and I know they have had a boatload of kids sign up already. They had the largest turnout they've ever had last year, and it was like...
I actually saw them getting ready, even working today. There's a bunch of them.
They're out there working it for sure. So, again, then also Lady Viking volleyball and softball, June the 18th through the 21st. They'll go through dead weeks for a couple weeks, and then come back July the 9th for Lady Viking and Viking soccer camp. So that gets everybody up to date on all the camps. So again, we are at Quaker Steak and Lube. It is 60-cent bonus wing night, and
that's always a good thing.
It really is one of our favorite nights of the week here, especially. And if I keep talking about this, but if you want to taste a flavor profile and you don't want to man up, well, this is a good way to do it. You can start at 200, or you can go up to 500,000, and again, we have done it, been there, done that. Probably won't do it again unless there's some big money on the table.
Yeah, that'd have to be something on the table.
But you look at it, you get the supercharged is 30,000, then it jumps to 500,000. That's a huge jump. That's kind of like being on Virginia side and it's 45, and all of a sudden it's 15. Yeah, talk to Maynard Reckless about that. Everything that's on there, there's some stuff that's warm. We don't think any of it's hot except for the triple atomic, obviously. And we've eaten everything on that board. And also something they've started doing now is they're doing a flavor of the month. So you've got today and tomorrow to do the lemon Asian today and tomorrow. That's their flavor of the month. They'll change it on Thursday, whatever day is. Friday. Will be June the 1st. So we'll do, they'll change the flavor profile on there. There is a Father's Day flyer out. You can go on, tell us why you like Quaker Steak and Lube, and we'll, you share it with somebody, tell Quaker Steak and Lube why you like it and what you appreciate it and the whole 9 yards, and you might be in it to win. And so it's a great deal to do. There's food involved, so it's got to be a great deal. Also, I want to remind everybody, and I almost forgot about it, but I don't want to do that, or I'll get shot by the moms at the football team. There's going to be a football putt-putt tournament to benefit Tennessee High football. That is June the 16th, starting at 9 a.m. Our crew will be there. Less me, because I won't be home. I'll be vacating. But it's on the putt-putt on the Bluff City Highway. There's 4-person teams. It's $40, and it's $10. So it'd be $10 per person. If you just want to get out there and play, you can give them $10. They put you on the team. So I might have to find me a ringer for you all too.
We'll take it.
We got some pretty good players.
I've got them all. We've got them all on my team.
We got some good players. I'm telling you, we're going to have 2 really good teams playing. I can assure you that. But it's $10 per person, so $40 team. Everything's included, of course. The putter and the balls. There'll be lunch will be provided too, and that's even better. There's going to be sponsor holes for $50, and so that will be there. There's for the event sponsors. There'll be door prizes, hole-in-one prizes, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So you can contact Amy Mullins or Lisa Thompson, which we don't deal with either one of them very much. It doesn't seem like, but. Those are 2 good ones, and they've got somebody good in charge of it. Both Amy and Lisa both. If they want something done, that's who you go to. So
that's the people that your busiest people are the ones that get everything done. So.
You're right. You do. So again, that's on June the 16th. That is a Saturday.
I see Yale Viking Breakfast Club
well, that's what I'm saying. I know 2 good teams right there. That's going to happen.
But we want to sponsor a hole.
We might need to do that, right?
We'll talk about that at our meeting in the morning.
When we have our meeting in the morning, meeting of the mindless, we'll talk about that. They're also another fundraiser that directly will benefit the team is a 24 by 36 calendar. Includes a team picture and logos and ads for the donors, and that kind of thing. So they're going to be, they will also receive multiple calendars to put in their business and do all that. That is $250. So that's available. And again, you're going to contact Amy or Lisa on that, man. So I'm having to read this off my phone because I didn't check my email. I checked my email right before I left, but anyway. So the first big thing, I guess, is for the fundraiser is the putt-putt on June the 16th. And we'll be doing, I can assure, I think we already know we have two teams at Ye Old Viking. And Ye Old Vikings have two teams already. And those are both going to be two teams. They're going to be really good two teams, too, because there's going to be one on each team that are really good. And that's always a good thing. So
it is.
Somebody going to accuse us of cheating, so I'm afraid of it. I really don't care. But we're going to have fun, and it is a lot of fun. And it's a great fundraiser. Grab you some breakfast next door and head over there. And that's why I hate it wasn't a Thursday morning. Yeah. But it's always a lot of fun. And getting that many people together, both courses are going to be used. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So if you have any...
Shotgun start, probably.
Yeah. Firecracker start. M80 start. Maybe that's what that'd be more like it.
M80 start.
M80 start. So contact Lisa Thompson or Amy Mullins, and it will be on Facebook as well. I can assure you that. We're going to be getting, matter of fact, I already have that email for both of those things. When I get home tonight, I'll be able to pull it off there. But we'll make sure that we share that, and looking forward to getting all that other stuff underway. It's going to be a ton of fun, and it's just, I can't wait. There's a lot of good things getting ready to happen, and we'll talk about that more as we get into the season next fall, which is not that far away. The other thing is, too, we'll have Barry for sure is coming. Hopefully Kim will be here next week as well, so we'll get an update on everything going on as much as possible, and I'm looking forward to some really good things and a lot of fun at Tennessee High with both the Lady Vikings and the Vikings. If we can get through, we can have a year like next year, like we did this year.
Oh my goodness!
We've had a fantastic year.
We have.
So things have gone extremely well. So
with each team just over exceeding what was expected.
I think so too. I think so too. And not every year you get to say that.
No,
you really don't. But I think we're in a good role right now, and we'll be, I think, for a couple of years yet. So looking forward to next couple of years, and this freshman class that's incoming are really good athletes on both Lady Vikings and the Vikings. We know the freshman class is, sophomore class is, and there's no doubt these juniors are. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We are at Quaker Steak and Lube in historic downtown Bristol, and looking forward to partaking in some wings. Again, it is boneless wing night, 60-cent boneless wing night here at Quaker Steak and Lube, and so we'll be doing that. Again, there's wraps here, there's salads here, macaroni bowl, which is 2 meals. I can assure you that. If you want burgers, they're really good. Ribs are really good. You can get any of these flavors. Speaking of that, they did bring the ghost pepper back, so you can get ghost pepper back on ribs or on your chicken or whatever else you want it on now also. So a lot of things going on, and we're going to be talking with the head coach of the Lady Vikings and Vikings tennis teams, Reedy Tony, here shortly. But in the meantime, we're going to take us a break because we need to, and get ready for Reedy Tony and Viking tennis. And we got any more updates, we'll think about them and let you know about those too. But come on down and join us here at Quaker Steak and Lube. We'll be here till 6 o'clock and have us a good old time. Right back on Inside Viking Sports, right back after this.
Come see one of the area's largest selections of used vehicles all at one location at Gatton's on the Parkway in Bristol. Over $5 million in inventory, all priced to move, with used vehicles as low as $49.99. Imports, domestics, trucks, cars, and SUVs, and certified used vehicles that will save you thousands. We need nice, clean used vehicles. Let us give you a KBB instant cash offer for your vehicle. Don't pass by one of the area's largest used inventory only at Gatton's on the Parkway Used Car Supercenter.
At Bill Gatton Honda in Bristol, we have a used vehicle with your name on it. We have the region's largest selection of used vehicles. Don't miss your chance to save thousands on hundreds of certified, pre-owned imports, domestics, trucks, cars, and SUVs. You get a KBB instant cash offer to buy your vehicle whether you trade or not. Visit us online at BillGattonHonda.com or come by and see us in Bristol on the Parkway. And remember, at Bill Gatton Honda in Bristol, we have a used vehicle with your name on it.
Welcome to Bill Gatton Honda. We want to make your experience simple and easy. Our staff has been servicing our area for generations. You will always be greeted with a smile and receive friendly service. At Bill Gatton Honda, you're not just a friend, you're family. We dedicate our time and experience to helping you find the right car for your needs. Come see us today and let us help you make car buying simple. Because at Bill Gatton Honda, we got a Honda with your name on it.
David Allen, Reed Johnson here at Quaker Steak and Lube, as we were talking about a couple minutes ago, the Father's Day, and this is right up our alley. Oh, this is the voice of the Vikings right here, Mo, Larry, and Curly on Father's Day. Flyer says, join us at Quaker Steak and Lube in celebrating fathers everywhere. We will be giving away to one lucky dad on his day a gift basket full of gift cards and other goodies provided by local merchants around the city. Entries will be taken from our Facebook page to share, like, and comment for your chance to win this wonderful package of surprises for dads. So do sign up and get on Facebook, go to Quaker Steak and Lube page and like them, and then go sit out there and start popping that thing. And Ray, I'm telling you, them three guys that is definitely the voice of the Vikings. So
who do we have tomorrow night? Jigsaw Jane. That's
Jigsaw Jane tomorrow night for a bike night. And this is a full-blown bike night, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is a close-the-street party.
I think so.
If I'm not mistaken, it'll be the first one, so I know it is. So Piedmont will be closed tomorrow, and it will be from State Street out to the public library.
It'll be rocking.
It will. Listen, if you all never had a chance, we've talked about this before, but if you never had a chance to get downtown on bike night here, you need to do it. There is some gorgeous bikes here.
You don't know these bikes are even in existence. They will absolutely blow your mind. The paint jobs that they've got on these things are just fabulous.
And I know you have family that comes in. Sharon, we do. Yeah. They come down from Marion, ride down, and for bike night, and it's I tell you, it's a big deal. Hopefully the weather's going to hold out on everything, and I tell you, it is a huge night when they do it, and they do it once a month. And again, they close off Piedmont from State Street all the way out. Let's see what the forecast looks like for tomorrow. I'm afraid to look.
Oh, well, it's rain every time, but you can't ever count on that.
Don't know when it's going to do it though.
Now, it's not. So.
Yeah, it's missed us again. We're in good shape for a bike night tomorrow. As a matter of fact, really good. The highest chance we've got, as of right now, is 40% at 8 o'clock, so we're good. Yeah, head on down here. Come on down. Come on down to bike night at Quaker Steak and Lube tomorrow. There's no excuse not to, and no excuse to get down here tonight either. But karaoke, that, by the way, is back out on the patio, and I saw the guys setting up when I stopped in, so that singing's going to be happening here shortly, but it is 60-cent bonus swing night here at Quaker Steak and Lube. It's always a great way, in all honesty, to try out all the flavor profiles on the big board up here on the Scoville heat unit. Again, it starts at 200 and goes up to 500,000, and they are more than willing to let you taste those if you want to, and it's a great deal. if anything, you get down here, excellent service down here. We always have a big time when we get down here, and they very well taking care of us. I can assure you that. Ever since we've been here, we will be back. If I know we told everybody, but we'll take a break after next week and come back. As a matter of fact, the first week of August, we're going to have about maybe 6 weeks off.
Yeah.
At most. But looking forward to getting back down here, and we'll be doing all of our shows here, and it's always a lot of fun to get down here, and great way to meet up with some friends. And of course they've got gift cards here. Anything that you want food-wise, they have it, and they've added stuff on the menu and brought some old favorites back. And so get on down to Quaker Steak and Lube, and they will definitely take care of you. Again, all the camps are going on right now. Viking football camp ends up tomorrow. They've had a fantastic turnout. 3-day camp. They had 115 yesterday on opening day. They had, I think they added another 10 or 11 today. That's a turnout for Viking football, and then they'll be finishing up tomorrow. When I went by there early this morning, they were already, the varsity football team, well, all the Viking football team, they do their clans now, and they basically had clan leaders in charge of these kids, and it was like you could tell these kids were fired up.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. There was a lot of excitement there, and it's been a teaching. It's been a teaching camp as well, so they're getting instruction and they're still having fun while they're working at it too. Viking basketball camp with Roby Witcher and the Viking basketball staff begins Monday, June the 4th. It'll go through the 7th. Lady Viking basketball, June the 11th through the 14th. Excuse me. And then Viking baseball again starts on June the 12th and goes through the 14th. We know that one is going to be full. They went way over what they thought they were going to do last year. That's a good thing, and winning will
do that.
Winning will do it for you.
Buddy.
So, and again, the Vikings with 31 wins on the season this past year. I have not seen the final top 20 in the state in AAA. It may be out today, later this afternoon, but just in case you didn't know, the Vikings have been well represented in the state this year, and had some really big guys. Some guys step up and do some things. They broke school records all year. Of course, we gave our awards out last week. Our Quaker Steak and Lube Player of the Season went to Banks Press, and our Blue Circle Play went to Gavin Cross. Ace Johnson Pharmacy Student Athlete, and thanks to Brad Deal for that, Jason Van Noy, and it was by close with another winner on that team. And then our Craig's Cleaner, again, our Clean Hit Award goes to Ryan Gibson. He's the only person we know has bookends because he got it for football too. But 31 wins on the season for the Viking baseball team, most they've ever had, and they did a great job this year, and looking forward to getting what Ray and I talked about. We went through withdrawals last week.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's like, I know, we did the same thing. What we're going to do this week? Ain't nothing to do. So you work on football all week.
Working on football.
Yeah. So, but Gavin Cross finishes third in the state in stolen bases. He was 40-43 in stolen bases, finishes third in the state. Jason Van Noy, third in the state in RBIs with 63. Had an outstanding senior year, and Gavin Cross tied for fifth in the state in home runs with 12. So
while shattering the stolen base record.
Yeah, he beat it by 23.
Yeah, something
23
silly.
stolen bases. So just an outstanding season for the Viking baseball team. If we can get Reedy over this way, we'll start talking to him here in a minute. Or we might have to take us a break and not just go over and wrangle him up. He's actually talking with a couple of the tennis parents right now, and his wife and my wife left.
Yeah. I think they were counting their money too.
Yeah, they probably were. So. But we will be talking to Reedy here shortly, and I'm going to let him do what he needs to do with these parents and stuff. He's a special person to me. Like I said, when I found out he was going to be the head tennis coach 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, 5 years ago during the fall, I was like, man, alive, this is crazy. And I think it was like the first time I had him on the show or something, we got talking about old days. You know, you remember this? Yeah, I do. And it was a lot of fun, and it's not changed since then. I'd gone over at a tennis match, and you know, I posted a picture of Reedy on Facebook and on Twitter, and I said, man, it's a great day to spend be spending with Reedy and Cheryl, who's now with my wife out on state, you know, shopping or wherever they're gone. It was like, David, when will I get to spend that day? And I said, and I put soon in a smiley face, because I knew I'd already talked to Reedy, and he had told me, you know, it's probably going to be the last run for him as head coach. But you know, for him to do, and I actually went through and I have every single. So when he gets over here, we're going to be able to do this. But all four of the state championship teams, you know, they've won 5 and 7 years. No, I don't think anybody's going to do that again. Not around here anytime soon. You know, they've had 2 doubles teams win the state championships 2 separate years. Gave it a run this year. The only thing was they ran into probably the best doubles team out there first match, but. You know, I think they ended up 14-2 or something like that this year. But Stone Cozart will finish as runner-up in the state in singles. Andrew Isfan and David Beeger both get the state, as I said, in doubles, and had an outstanding season. Stone and David both first team, all district, all conference, all region, all sub-state. And as a matter of fact, Stone will be all state as well. You know, so just had an outstanding season. And, you know, Andrew, I think, finished his second team all-conference. Our sister newspaper down in Kingsport and Johnson City, because they combine. Congratulations to Stone. He is the boys tennis player of the year in our area, and also congratulations to Aiden Moore from the Vikings soccer team. He's also the player of the year as the striker of the year for the Vikings soccer team. So they did, you know, if you can get accolades from somebody outside of Bristol, you've done well. But they had both those guys, Stone and Aiden, both had really great years. You know, we'll talk about this with Reedy when he gets over here, but you know, those guys have been to state 4 times. You know, a couple of them win 4 state championships. But most kids, you know, they don't get there once, Ray. And you know, they've been there 3 years, they've been there 4 years, either as a team, because the team didn't go this year. But you get there in singles, you get there in doubles, and Andrew and Stone both been there multiple times as the members of the Viking tennis team, and you know, we'll you know, that's huge. I mean, it really, really is. So man, I tell you, they just had an outstanding season. I'll tell you how good that tennis team is they lost one match that cost them a chance to get back to state probably, and they had the team competition first, and then they do singles and doubles the following week, and they smoked everybody. And they did it in regionals, and they did it in sub-state, and they got back to state. I think, you know, it's a game of inches, a game of mind. It is no different than any other sport, though, Ray. Some days you got it, some you don't.
You got to hit your peak at the right moment.
Yeah, and it's like the 5-4 thing, you know, they lost to the toppers, and that's part of it, you know. So, speaking of getting on a roll, something we never thought we would see is Seymour finishes 4th in the state in baseball. Science Hill got knocked out after 2 games, and Seymour made it to Final Four. That's getting hot at the right time, and Elizabethton did the same thing, and Greenville did the same thing. They got hot at the right time. I think the Viking baseball team had a shot. And again, if we've got healthy pitching next year, going to make all the difference in the world.
Make another run.
It will.
I expect to make another big run.
I do too. So we're going to take another break. Reedy's going to head his way over this way. As soon as he's finished chit-chatting, he's already give us the wave at us with both hands. So we'll be back for more Inside Viking Sports right back here after this from Quaker Steak and Lube.
Hey, welcome to Bill Gatton Honda.
We want to make your experience simple and easy. Our staff has been servicing our area for generations. You will always be greeted with a smile and receive friendly service. At Bill Gatton Honda, you're not just a friend, you're family. We dedicate our time and experience to helping you find the right car for your needs. Come see us today and let us help you make car buying simple. Because at Bill Gatton Honda, we got a Honda with your name on it. Welcome to Bill Gatton Honda. We want to make your experience simple and easy. Our staff has been servicing our area for generations. You will always be greeted with a smile and receive friendly service. At Bill Gatton Honda, you're not just a friend, you're family. We dedicate our time and experience to helping you find the right car for your needs. Come see us today and let us help you make car buying simple. Because at Bill Gatton Honda, we got a Honda with your name on it.
It's David Dow, Ray Johnson here at Quaker Steak and Lube, and our extra special guest with us now, Reedy Tony. Reedy's made his rounds and shaking and howdy with everybody in here, and, as he needs to do.
Just not running for mayor up here, though.
Thank the Lord.
Yep.
Well, you are on the Virginia side. It could work. It could work.
Oh, it could work.
Yeah. It could work on Virginia side. But it's 60-cent bonus swing night here at Quaker Steak and Lube, and give you a great chance to try out all the different flavor profiles. It's the easiest way to do it. If you want to try something, see if you like it hot or not, why, they'll let you try it out and just see what you think. Again, it starts at 200. The top notch is 500,000, and on triple atomic.
We may want to get ready to try that.
I don't think Reedy will try that.
I tried it.
Okay.
Reedy ain't gonna do it. He ain't going there.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, it's hot.
Boy,
it's warm. So
lit me up. I won't do it again. Not unless there's money on the table, buddy.
It's warm.
We talk about money, that changed the
picture
a little bit.
So, but Reedy, in all honesty, man, welcome.
Thank you.
Been a while. It's been a month or 2, 3, whatever it's been since.
We've been just a little bit busy here the past 3 months.
You think? A good season.
Absolutely. Fun stuff.
Ray and I were talking before you got over. A lot of these guys being 3 times and 4 times in the last 5 years. David gets back, and that's his second trip. Andrew's been back 4 times now. So has Stone. Stone's been there 3 years in a row now at state tournaments. So, and the other thing was, no, we didn't. We didn't get down there as a team this year. But there sure was nobody else from Upper East Tennessee down there, was there?
Except my daughter's girls team down the street here.
They did okay.
Which I've had to live with that little bit of vocalism. I believe that's a word. A little bit of vocal stuff coming from her. And I said, well, good for you. I hope you continue to go back. That's fun stuff. I said, it's your first year coaching, first year teaching, and you get down here, and it's my last year.
Exactly.
So it was kind of fun. I tried to stay away from her. I'd look around, I'd bump into somebody, and it'd be her. It was kind of cute. It was kind of fun, but I'd say.
So that might even have been intentional, Reedy.
When we were down there, we agreed. We're Coach Tony's.
Yeah, right. Not
bad. No, and that's what we did when we played each other. She beat us twice too, by the way.
Yeah.
And the girls. That's okay. I said, you know, you're Coach Tony, I'm Coach Tony, and match is over and we're around. And she understands that.
Yeah. And you have to.
It's for respect from her team.
Yes.
Those gals and guys play for her. They may not know me, and most of the guys and girls know her just because I've talked a little bit about her, and we've played them, but not everybody would know. So let's just keep it straight, and it was fun. It was friendly for a while.
Till you got back home.
Till we played that school, that maroon and gray team. It was. I always love to talk about maroon and white versus maroon and gray.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't real keen on maroon and gray right now.
Yeah, I understand that
exactly.
completely.
But it was fun. But you're right. Those talking about Stone being down there 3 times, kind of irony involved in this. Finals, doubles, 2 singles, and I'm not for sure that if he were listening, I'd say it to him. If he were sitting here, I'd say it. He probably could have got pumped up a little bit more in this match than he did before. I think it was a shock for him to be in the finals before this one, okay?
Maybe.
And maybe a little shock to be in the finals of that doubles with Jacob, okay? But this one, I think if he had been involved in looking at playing college tennis.
Right.
I'm not saying that's a reason. He played a really good player.
Yeah.
You know, and he had 2 match points on the guy in the second set. But I'm not for sure that, and I've talked to Bobby's stepfather and a lot of other coaches around, and there's a little irony in the fact that he probably is not, as of right now, he's probably not going to play college tennis. But if he had been committed to do that, I'm not for sure that may have made a little difference.
Yeah,
I've questioned it. I'm saying this, but I'm not convinced that what I'm saying I really believe 100%. But I'm trying to think of some way that.
Yeah.
Why did he lose? Well, he played a good player.
Yeah.
And 3 sets in the heat, and the other guy had to do it too. But I'm not sure if that little bit of edge. He fought back in the 3rd set.
Right. I know.
I mean, he's all over it. Maybe if he'd, I know he's going to Virginia Tech, and he's a bright young man. He's going to have a great future, and could have played at a number of colleges. And I know he and I didn't talk a whole bunch about that because he kind of let it go.
Right.
And I'm not sure if it wouldn't have made a little edge.
Yeah.
Your quarterback may make better throws if they've committed.
Yeah.
That receiver's going to drop those arms out there and dive. If he's going to, the runners run a little faster. If not that he didn't give it, I think he gave 100%. He gave everything he had to do it. But there's something about that mental edge, I think.
Yeah.
That didn't sound too convincing, but I'm just trying to.
Well, I
you kind of
understand. Yeah. And the other thing is that, I know it's a blind draw, and Andrew and David couldn't have picked a worse draw.
Don't get me started on that one.
But I think, they end up playing Ravenwood. And I'm sitting there watching it, and I think right there was your championship match.
It's happened to us in the team.
I know.
Now, the first year we won it, back in 13, when we won that, we were all shocked.
Right.
We were shocked. The second year, we were kind of prepped to, if we'd have lost that, I'm not for sure if we could have gotten back in the county line or down here.
Right, yeah.
We were really good. That first year, though, it was a shock.
Yeah.
There were a lot of happy people that first year. I was so happy. I remember Austin Henson, one of them pecked on my room, stuck her head in and said, "Coach, you ready to go?" I said, I'm so happy. I think I had brushed my teeth with Preparation H and gargled with Lysol. I had them all out there. I couldn't figure out what to do next.
Again, well, speaking of those wins, you're going to leave Tennessee High with a boys' record of 90-6. That's 18 wins per year.
It's crazy.
It is. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's Barry and I've talked a little bit about that, and then Coach Stubbs talks a little bit about it. He says, "Does that mean, to have that sort of record? Did you know coming in?" No, I didn't, because that first year we didn't look too good.
Yeah.
I could see it coming because these kids had private coaching. They knew what they were doing. A great system to feed in, and with David Poole and Steve Brooks, and you got to credit another guy in there that started some of these kids way back was Todd Hall.
Right.
And Bob Helton contributed.
Yes.
Jim Flanagan. Had to throw that in, Tim.
Yeah.
But Jim has hit with these
Bless
kids.
his heart.
Bless his heart. Yes. But you could see within a year or 2 or 3, and it wasn't guaranteed that those guys were going to keep playing.
Right.
Didn't know if they were going to get hurt,
Yep.
disinterested. Kids play 4 or 5 years at a time in any sport to get burned out.
Right.
So it looked like you were going to have a great team. But the reason I brought this up was when they started talking to me about coming up here, they said, we have something set that I think you're going to love. You manage the team. We've got the players coming. You're going to have to keep them emotionally
Right,
up.
right.
All right? You know the technique. You know this. But was it well, it wasn't guaranteed, but then after that first year, I thought, we surely can play better. I had so many matchups in that. I had number 1 guy playing with number 6 in doubles and 2 playing with 13 and everything else.
Right.
You don't. It was kind of cobbled.
Yeah.
So was it going to gel with those new guys coming in? Who knew that Charlie Mosley was coming from Texas?
Right. And he's the only not homegrown that you got.
I guess that's the only one.
He's the
come to
only
think of
one.
it.
And his dad is at Bell?
At Bell.
Yeah.
I remember.
And I knew he was coming because I have a friend that works down there.
Well, but by the same token, I remember that year, I'm sitting in the cafeteria getting sign-ups who's going to come out and play. Matt Henson says, I think somebody else came up too, but Matt said, hey, we got a kid named Charlie. I think it's Morley, Moses. He wasn't for sure. I think it's Charlie Mosley, a Texas boy. And there he comes right now. I went, he is going to play tennis with us. It took him 30 minutes to go from one side of that cafeteria to get to me to sign up. He waddled like a little, I don't know, like a little duck or something. I go, he's going to bring us around. He said, man, coach, he can fly. Can he hit a ball? Wait till you see him. So I'm thinking, this may be that piece that puts everything in, because you had 3 or 4 homegrown guys, as you say.
Yeah.
And that looked good, but who knew? And then go back to that 11 year.
Right.
11, I didn't coach them, but then you had a little lull before that. You had a great year in 11.
Right.
You had a little off 12 and 13.
Yeah.
I've said it, guys. Cycles.
It is.
The DBs, the Science Hills, they've won, they've lost, they've won. You get in a cycle, but I don't see a big letdown here.
Right.
Not a big one.
So you get 14, 15, and 16. Or 14, 15, 16, and 17, 4 years straight.
5 and
7 years. I mean, I'm sitting there, and we've talked about this a bazillion times, but they just like playing. They loved each other. I don't think there's any doubt. And listen, if tennis is more individual, obviously, but these guys played as a team, though. Especially last year. Last year was more of a football mentality than any tennis team I've ever seen.
You know where that came from?
Yeah, I know where it came from.
That overtone was Austin Henson.
But the last couple of years before that, they just had it. I don't know what it was, but they had a toughness mentality. And I remember talking to Austin last year at the end of the season when we were down here, and he said we weren't going to lose. He said, I can tell you right now, and they were worn out, but they were. He said, we win because we're in better shape than anybody else we play.
They were in better shape,
and so thank you, Coach Mays, for that.
I've thanked Mays. I don't know how many times, because if you look at Andrew Istvan right now, he went from little boy, to he's a big boy now.
Yeah,
he's stronger. Stone's stronger. Charlie got stronger.
Way stronger. He was mentioned more than except for the football players.
I think some of those guys benched up equal too.
Yeah.
And they progressed even better. And I know Mays used me on that and used the team. He'd throw that. He said, Coach Tony's tennis guys outdoing you. Use it. Wear them out.
Yeah.
I used him. So,
hey, listen. If it works, works. I just quickly, I'm going to run through here real quick. The 2014 team, Avery Boughton, Chad Couch, Thomas Jackson, Nathan Willis, Charlie Mosley, R.D. Gotze, Austin Henson, Matthew Henson, and Jacob Marshall. You get a double state champions from Matthew Henson and Jacob Marshall. 2015, Nathan Willis, Adair Moore, Charlie Mosley, Austin Henson, Matthew Henson, Andrew Isfon, Stone Cozart, R.D. Gotze, and Jacob Marshall, state champions. 16, Nathan Willis, Charlie Mosley, Andrew Isfon, Stone Cozart, R.D. Gotze, Austin Henson, and Jacob Marshall. So and now we come back to 2017, and it's Ethan Owens, Chad Couch, Andrew Isfon, David Beeger, Charlie Mosley, Stone Cozart, R.D. Gotze, Austin Henson, and Jacob Marshall, and as you said, Charlie and Jacob win the state tournament in doubles. And then you get David and Andrew and Stone back to state tournament again. That's a huge run, and I know. Listen, for you get 90 wins. I don't care what it's in. That's
checkers. That's a pretty good record for checkers.
Yeah, you're right.
Real good record for chess.
But 90 again, Reedy, 90-6, and congratulations, girls. I don't want to leave them out too, because they've had great runs, and. It was usually they hit that school in Maroon across from Quaker Steak and Lube in Knoxville, at Bearden, and they'd knock you out.
I wish I had their record. I was working on it today. I knew I wouldn't have it tonight because there's 2 years in there. The first 2 years I was up here, I guess I assumed something. I thought that somebody else was keeping up with it.
Right.
And I didn't want to get it wrong, but we started back when Sarah Blevins played one for us. They had Meg Leonard, Jenny Dollinger, going down the list for 2 or 3 years in there, and these gals would get to the sectional 3 and 4 years in a row. The past 3 years they did up to this year. That, and again, you and I have talked about this, the fact that the boys overshadowed them.
Right.
If they hadn't
had good teams.
If they hadn't have done that, if the boys hadn't have been there, we'd be in here honoring
the girls
all the time. We'd be talking about the girls, because, and you know who beat them every year?
Yeah.
Bearden. We'd run into them. They've been really good, on and off. The Tennessee Highs are going to be like that. The Science Hills are going to be like that. The DBs are going to be like that. Bigger schools, they've got availability of private coaching.
Right.
Just a lot of pluses. They've got facilities, that can handle it. So those girls, their record, I'm just going to guess, and I will get it because I'm putting it together. I don't know before me, but when I started, they probably averaged 2 losses a year, maybe 3.
Oh, probably.
But this is out of conference and non-conference.
Right.
These totals, you can play 16 matches. So that's where I got lost on trying to find out the non-conference. I got the conference wins.
Yeah.
But the totals have to do with conference and non-conference. And don't get me started on this reclassification, because this year
it's a joke.
I hope that company, that honor society out of Nashville right now is listening to us. It's a joke. It just makes
it, as I always say, in their infinite wisdom of making money, and that's all they care about.
With the spring sports hitting us the way it did, you got 11 schools. That's 4 additional we had for tennis.
Right.
Only 2 of them didn't have tennis. Okay, out of 11, so that's 9. That adds 4 to our schedule. What happens there? You notice we haven't talked about the Deco Turf Tournament going to Oakland.
Because you didn't get to do it.
You can't do it. That hurts so bad, because when you get through all these other matches,
you're playing lesser competition now.
Well said.
It's the truth. I don't care to say it because it's the truth, and you're not allowed to play. I mean, they're hindering by not allowing teams to play good teams.
And when I heard, here's some inside scoop. When I heard the reason this came from somebody, a really good source. Basically, they didn't want to change. It would cost a little bit to change letterhead for all these, just to change some of the things like that. You could change tennis. You could change it and make it work, because we hear all the time, change it for the kids, make it work, make it better for the kids. Then do it.
Do it.
Change the letterhead.
Yeah.
Okay, what it is?
Let one of the kids do it.
Put the white ink, the white out on it.
They know what they're doing. Let them do it.
Yeah, so
they're really good at graphics.
Make it work.
Yeah,
for the kid. Make it work for the student athlete, because they're going to be involved. They're going to remember this. They're going to remember it for the rest of their life.
Oh yeah.
I know Nate has done a good job up here.
He has,
and he quoted one little thing about that I said about Stone. I said, you know, it's not going to be. Oh, he's probably disappointed right now.
Yeah.
But it's going to wear off.
Right.
But 20 years from now, he's still going to be talking about that match. He'll talk about, I was there 3 times.
Exactly.
Is he going to be disappointed? No, not like now. It's like his mother. I've had to hear her story over and over and over. She lost a match like that state title.
Right.
Remember?
Yes.
She lost a match back in high school. It was, I don't think it was the finals in the state. It was something, maybe a section or something.
Right.
And she said, "Don't you think everybody's heard enough of that?" Yeah. So.
But it still burns.
It
burns.
But there's a smile. There's a grin, and there's a kidding about it. So that'll wear off. It'll be okay, and they'll remember. As Austin said, David, I know you remember this one. And I always wanted to put this on a T-shirt. Any kind of great saying you got to put on a T-shirt to make it valid, or a mug.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put it on a mug. But I really wanted.
That's a 603.
I wanted to put what Austin said way back, I think freshman, after they'd won that first state title. I think maybe Nate had interviewed him and said something about, you know, really do seem like a family. And he said it would be an understatement to just say that we're more than a family.
Right.
You know, just call us family would be an understatement. And like you said a few minutes ago, those guys, I guess most of them grew up together.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Let me add one thing about RD before it gets off my mind when you mentioned RD Godsey. To give you an idea how good RD Godsey was, he'd have played 1 or 2 for almost anybody around here.
Right.
He's on a really good team.
Yeah.
He contributed so much, playing down 6 and 7.
Right.
Play up occasionally.
Yeah.
But don't think he got to play a state tournament.
I don't think so.
No. I don't think he got a match in. But each year they would vote him teammate, sportsmanship, all that the team came from. So he's going to have good feelings about it, and contributed down there in a way that these guys are going to have to step up now and contribute.
Can't you wait to see a reunion of these kids, these guys, in about 20 years?
We
you will.
No, that was
you will.
We were talking about that. That's a match after Stone finished. We did our little hug, and I love you, and we love each other, and everything's. I said, 20 years from now, y'all talk about this. Stone said, I'll be 120.
Not hard.
That's gonna be a rough one to make. We better do a reunion quicker.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be good to do it. Reedy, I'm not gonna let you get out of here. I know we're gonna have to here.
Let's talk about football at Tennessee High.
It's gonna be good. I hope that Ray and I were talking. I hope that you'll come back and visit us up in the press box.
I want to be the color analyst, and I will just be colorful when I'll come in. I don't have to say anything.
Hey, listen, we can do that. We'll even feed you.
That's what another guy told me. He said, "You can be a color analyst, and there's no problem. Just don't say anything. You're colorful enough." You know who said that?
Yes, I do. What are you going? I know you're going to just kick back, and you and Graham just go. We'll fish or fish, do whatever you want to, and Cheryl run you out of the house. And
no, I will after I see Sharon and her come back with 3 or 4 bags right out there tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Because Cheryl's shopping, she's power shopping right now. She's looking for something in particular, and it hit perfect to be in these great stores that are downtown here. Downtown Bristol has the stuff.
It does. So,
good stuff.
Man, I appreciate you more than you ever know. I love you to death.
I love you back at you.
It has been a great 5 years.
Oh, my gosh. And let's add one more to it, 6 years.
Yeah, I heard that somebody told me you was the greatest elk ever in Irwin.
You're talking to the right one because he was awful.
I'll tell him that.
Tell him. We lost 1 ball game in 5 years. He
told me that.
We were pretty good.
He said, David Askery, he'll tell you he's the best elk that was ever put the uniform on. He said, you won't do it. And I said, oh, yes, I will too. But
we were one of those little dominating Little League teams, and I got drafted at 8. I don't think you have to be older now.
You have to be 9 now.
Okay, this was
or have that good birthday.
Mine was legit, but it was it was big time because we didn't have a pony league for several years, so I got to play. We went straight to Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
and
that's a big draw. That's a huge.
Man, you know, and just a little different pitching length and so on. But our buddy that's doing the talking, he wasn't close. He was.
I'll tell him.
No, he wasn't even in the.
And he may be watching this on Facebook for all
I hope he is.
Me too.
Hi, buddy.
I know.
Next mayor.
Man, thank you.
You got it.
I love you to death. You know that. And we will stay in touch. I can promise you that.
I'm gonna still be around in
I know.
in tennis. I'm gonna be lower key and in the background and rest a little bit and. Been battered a little bit. This was a rough year.
I know it was.
For me physically, and Scott Cole helped me.
Yeah.
Assistant who, boy, I mean, I pretty much didn't make it the first part of the season. I only missed only one match, and I missed 3 or 4 practices. But I was driving too early. Had a little accident out here the first time. Hit a bench. Driving a little too early with a collar around my neck.
Yeah.
Didn't hurt anybody.
That's a good thing.
Hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
David, thanks.
Nobody saw you. I love you, brother.
You got it. Back at you.
We're going to be back here next week for Quaker Steak and Lube for more Inside Viking Sports. We will be joined next week by the athletic director at Tennessee High, by Barry Wade, and also by Kim Honeycutt Kirk as our plan, and may have a special guest.
If she's coming, I'm coming back.
Well, you come right on then. So, but we're going to have a final wrap-up show. We're going to be talking about everything with the Lady Vikings and Vikings for a year, an outstanding year for Lady Vikings and Viking athletics at Tennessee High. You don't get them very often. We had a really good one this year. So we'll be right back here next week at 5 o'clock right here at Quaker Steak and Lube. So please join us. Come on down and join us tonight. And we're going to have us some wings or something here after a while. But big thanks to everybody at Quaker Steak and Lube for everything they do for us all the time. And Daniel, our engineer back in the studio. Daniel, thank you just as much as always. You're the best, man, I'm telling you. So everybody have a great night. We'll see you back here. Have a great weekend. And as always, go Lady Vikings and Vikings. Good night, everybody.
Hey, welcome to Bill Gatton Honda.
We want to make your experience simple and easy. Our staff has been servicing our area for generations. You will always be greeted with a smile and receive friendly service. At Bill Gatton Honda, you're not just a friend, you're family. We dedicate our time and experience to helping you find the right car for your needs. Come see us today and let us help you make car buying simple. Because at Bill Gatton Honda, we got a Honda with your name on it.
At Bill Gatton Honda in Bristol, we have a used vehicle with your name on it. We have the region's largest selection of used vehicles. Don't miss your chance to save thousands on hundreds of certified, pre-owned imports, domestics, trucks, cars, and SUVs. You get a KBB instant cash offer to buy your vehicle whether you trade or not. Visit us online at BillGattonHonda.com or come by and see us in Bristol on the Parkway. And remember, at Bill Gatton Honda in Bristol, we have a used vehicle with your name on it.